Smoking in the locker room. Did you hear about the kid who got arrested for possession in the lobby?
Did you hear they're putting smoke detectors in the bathroom?
Did you hear about the girl who does cocaine in the locker room before basketball practice?
Did you hear they're putting cameras in the hallway? So you're a freshman, right?
Yep.
And when you were coming into the high school, did you hear a lot of things about drugs?
Yeah, I heard a lot. I expected that there were going to be drugs in the school. They were in my backpack, actually.
Do you think South has a drug problem? Is that even a question? Do you think a lot of kids in the school do drugs?
Yes.
And what do you think the biggest drug that they do is?
Marijuana.
Okay. Do you think South has a drug problem?
Yeah, a lot of my friends do drugs.
Do you think that South has a drug problem?
Yes.
What do you think the biggest drug in South is? Do you think that South has a drug problem?
Absolutely.
And what do you think the biggest drug is in South? What do you think about drugs?
I don't know. A lot of people do.
Drugs are so bad for you. I know, you gotta remember that.
Do you think a lot of kids in our school do drugs?
Yes.
What's the biggest drug in our school?
Alcohol.
Really? Do you think a lot of kids smoke weed?
I think that too.
What about cocaine?
That's probably higher, but only for the kids who can afford it.
Oh. Okay, thank you. Mr. Lee, do you think a lot of the students do drugs?
I don't know the exact numbers, but from what I've heard through the grapevine, there might be some stuff going on outside of school at least, and it's really none of my business what goes on at home, but they could make better decisions, obviously.
Mr. Grieven, do you think South has a drug problem?
I think South has a real drug problem.
Thank you very much. Do you think there's anything we could do to stop drugs?
Dude, you can't really stop anything. If the kids are going to do drugs, they're going to do drugs.
Do you think there's anything that can be done to prevent drugs in South?
No, I think everybody should, they're going to do what they want to do.
Do you think that, the education they give us on drugs really helps?
No, because once people learn about the highs you get, they want to experience them.
Do you think the school does enough to make kids stop doing drugs?
I think what the people do in this school makes you want to do more drugs.
Do you think the South tries to prevent kids from doing drugs?
Well, I think they try to educate us with clubs and after school stuff and health class, but they try to give us all the consequences about doing it, but you're not really going to stop anyone who really wants to.
Why do you think kids do drugs?
For fun?
Okay, have you ever done drugs?
No.
Okay. Why do you think kids in our school do drugs?
There's really nothing else to do, so drugs are really accessible, and mostly everyone you know kind of does some kind of drug or has done some kind of drug. They're fun, and you can make a lot of money off of it.
It really depends on the environment whether or not marijuana turns into a gateway drug. I mean, say you're a kid and you have parents who, aging hippies. I know some kids like that, and their parents are like, hey, you want to try weed sometime? I'll give.
A common place to do drugs and stuff is in the girls' bathroom. If you go in here, you can probably find coke.
I stole this from my science teacher. Oh, I don't want to be in it. Get away from me.
Tyler, have you ever done drugs?
All the time.
Seriously?
All the time.
Have you ever done drugs?
No, but I know a lot of people who do.
Bad, don't do them.
Have you ever done drugs?
Yep.
What have you done?
Shall we list them? Marijuana, cocaine, ecstasy, shrooms, LSD, a lot.
Well,
Are you getting for ours? I had
get me to like do drugs and like offer me stuff, but I've never actually done it.
I gotta crack. I gotta smoke some crack rocks every 25 minutes. You gotta scratch your neck and shit. Yeah, get smoke rocks. Yeah, they'll be like,
What do you do? No, really though. What do you do?
read.
Want to get high?
Everyone's doing it.